Well, what you doing, boo-boo?
I am going to pressure can caramelized onions. There's a number of videos already online caramelizing onions. In fact, I got this recipe off of someone that did it. So I bought about 50 pounds of supposed to be sweet onions.
50 pounds?
I bought I bought 50 pounds. The price of onions keep going up and up and up. So I'm gonna can. I use a lot of onions in recipes. I also use onions when I'm doing beef liver, and I use it on hamburgers and hot dogs, and you can put it in meatloaf or on meatloaf. So I'm wiping down the lid. I've already debubbled it. All of them, I think, except
What is debubble?
Debubble means when you run a skewer, or there's a device you can buy to make sure you don't have any air pockets.
Oh, okay.
To make sure when you can it, there are no air pockets where it's not pushing out. A part of the canning process is that you push out the air, and with no air in the jar, there's no opportunity for botulism or other toxins to grow. There's a term for it. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it. If you notice, when I put the product in the jar, I use a little thing like this. It's about a cup measure. I see people canning, and they make it so hard for themselves. They are just dipping and dipping and dipping and dipping. Get yourself a measure. You can use the measuring cup, and you only have to dip like maybe 1.5 times to get your jar full. What I'm doing now is this is vinegar. I'm wiping down the top of this because I only you see this roaster. It roasted these cut up onions for about, started at something like 9 o'clock at night. It is now almost 4 o'clock. So I did it from 9 o'clock last night to 4 o'clock today. It's about 35, 40 pounds of cut up onions in here and 4 sticks of butter. So you have to be really sure and careful that you wipe down all of the lids to make sure there's no debris and no oil on the lids, so that there's no problem with the container sealing. I got these are brand new jars. These are brand new lids. You don't have to worry about sterilizing when you're pressure canning, but I do wash everything. I put it through the dishwasher, or either I put it in the sink. Once it's been in the pressure canner for 70 minutes, it's gonna kill everything this in there. So I might redo that apple pie filling, because one of the ways to get around with altering the flavor is to pressure can it. I've never pressure canned it before, so I may do a video on how to pressure can it. So I'm gonna put this is an All-American pressure canner that I'm using over here. The All-American does not have a gasket on it. So when you use an All-American pressure canner, you will need to make sure you put some kind of oil around the rim. I saw a lady, every time she would can something, she would pry the lid off with a screwdriver. And that was clearly somebody that had not read the instructions to their pressure canner.
Well, what are these jars right here, boo-boo?
That's apple pie filling that I did.
Oh, for me.
Yeah, for you. That's apple pie filling. I got 2, 4, 6, 9.5 jars of apple pie filling. We stopped in North Carolina and got a half a bushel of apples, and I did my apple pie filling, and so you guys that watched the apple pie filling video saw how quickly I made that apple pie, because the inside of the pie was already done. All I had to do was put it in a pie crust, put butter on it, and put it in the oven. You can do it in about a whole apple pie in about 10 minutes. So it's going to be a time saver for these onions also. Any place you need cooked onions, you just open up the jar and cook it. I will have some juice left over from these onions, and I'm going to can the juice off of them. So if I'm cooking a roast or something like that, I can just put the onion juice on the roast, and I don't have to cut up any onions. I'm way ahead of my game. Plus, the 50 pounds of onions that I bought was $20. And so do the math.
Well, yeah, you saved me some money.
Okay. Okay. All righty, Mr. Bennett. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the pressure can, and I wrote it down. I think it's 70 minutes, but I'll check it again.
Okay, peeps, that's my sidekick Fran.
Doing caramelized onions.
Caramelized onions. Well, you know, I have to eat them cooked. I don't like them raw. And that's what these are how these are being prepared. So we're going to get on out of here. That'll be the Bandit with the sidekick Fran. And we love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it.
Bye.